Morning everyone, welcome to SlimChat 101, 101 Slim Chats, not Dalmatians. So good morning, beautiful sunny day today, absolutely glorious. Unlike me, who's had probably about 4 hours sleep, if that. I've probably look I've got dark circles under my eyes, I'm probably very pale. Hey, don't matter, does it? It's only one day. So all good. What it was, I think, I did a tutorial for my Crochet Rocks channel. Went wrong. Not my fault, I had hastened to add. The phone malfunctioned and recorded it badly. So I had to delete it. So I did that live stream and then dinner and then reattempted it. So and it worked that time. So I was kind of a bit hyped because of all that. And then I had taken, after dinner, I'd taken another green tea because I thought maybe it works better if you do take it after food each time. Well, I think that might have been a bit late to take it, to be honest with you, because I was just wired. Not wired as in like buzzing, but I was just awake, you know, like I'd had about 16 coffees and tried to go to sleep. So I watched Olympus Has Fallen on +1, on channel 5, +1, so by the time it finished it was gone too, and I was like, no way, because it felt like 10 o'clock. And so I just sat there and I started a new crochet project. There was no way I was going to sleep. And Gary came home from work, we chatted for a while, and he went to bed, and I thought, I'm still not tired, this is a bit crazy. So in the end I just went to bed because I felt like my body was weary, if not my brain. Glad to say I did go back off to sleep, or sorry, not back, did go to sleep in the first place. Hang on, I think I need to turn the fan off. It's starting to irritate me. So yeah, I did sleep in the end, but and I didn't eat enough. That didn't help. So I'd had no breakfast, and then we had the tuna steaks for brunch, which was hard going. It was hard going. I was chewing. Gary wolfed his down and kept trying to get my plate off me to wash it up, and I was like, "You still going?" I'm like, "Yeah, how did you eat that quick?" You know. And I was using some Peronaise to help it down. Nice though, it was nice. We had one chunky one each, one thin one, and the chunky one was better. It was more moist. I think the thin one dried out a little bit. But yeah, nice to, as a change, bit of tuna steak, well, albacore, and then I had nothing until the evening where I had 2 chicken legs, and I struggled with the last bits, didn't eat it. So that was all I had all day. So I started to get a bit hungry, but it was no time at all to eat, you know, it was really late. So I grabbed a square of cheese. That was all, and just to keep the hunger pains away. Well, not pains, they're just like rumbles, you know, something that your mind won't let you forget when your body's a little bit gurgly, you know. So I always find it hard to sleep when I'm hungry. So I just had a cheese square and then went to bed and slept, thank goodness. No bad dreams, no disturbed night, and just not that much sleep. 4 hours altogether, I suppose. So this morning I will have a breakfast and I'll take my tablets early, although by the time I get this done it won't be early. And dinner today, I have no idea. I know Gary's going to have a chow mein, but I won't be eating that. I think I've got, I did get a couple of chicken legs out. I know I seem a bit obsessed with chicken, but I am, to be honest with you. It's a really good diet food. It's got everything you need in it, and it's filling and yummy. So, and quick and easy to cook. So that's what I've got. But I will have veg with it today. I didn't yesterday, and I just didn't have hardly anything in the way of carbs. The only carbs I probably had were in my Peronaise and a bit in my cheese, because obviously it's dairy-free cheese, so there was a small amount. That was about it for carbs, and that's not good. So it's low carb, not no carb. So I will have some veggies today because I've got lots of cauliflower. So honestly, it seemed a lot of vegetables we had went off, probably because we kept them in the bag and they didn't store well, but the cauliflowers survived. So I had something stupid like 3 cauliflowers to eat. Good job I like collie and runner beans. So that's what I've been having. And I'll probably have that today. So that should be cool. And maybe I will remember in future, if the time is a rolling on, don't take the green tea tablet. Unless you want, well, unless I want a good like late night, then maybe that's a good idea. I can't say I was high. You know, I wasn't like buzzing and full of, you know, I was just awake. That's really all I can say. If I was doing a night shift, it would be great. But those days are long gone. They're well and truly behind me. So yeah, that's the plan for today. My plan for my dinner, my plan for my breakfast. And I've run out of snacks. I have a tin of corned beef on standby. You know, I always like to have fresh in the fridge if I can have it. I've given up ham. And I'm only eating bacon that is nitrate free. And when I see it in Morrison's or Asda or wherever I'm shopping, I grab about 6 packs and put them in the freezer because you can't always see it. And so I'm only eating nitrate free bacon. I'm not eating ham. I don't want anything processed. I want to get rid of all those unnatural things out of my diet as much as I can. Lean and green and no nitrates. No processed. Processed bad for you. Processed meat, very, very bad. Regardless, and I know the corned beef's probably processed, but I feel that's a little bit different. It's just kind of overcooked beef with its fat. So, you know, it's not really great to worry about in that for me, because I know it's probably a few saturates in them, animal fats, but I'm allowed them. So can't cut everything out. Cut out dairy, cut out gluten and carbs. So, you know, I've got to eat something, right? So yeah, and I don't know why, but this is not quenching my thirst at all. Cat is really, really vocal this morning. She woke me up. I would have slept longer, but she was meowing outside the bedroom door for food, and I wouldn't mind, but I fed her lots yesterday. I think I need to worm her or something, because she's so not normally loud. She's usually got this like little gentle meow, but she was kind of, I don't think she likes to be alone either. You know, she started to hide behind the TV now, which is really annoying, because she'll pull the wires out. And once she's done that, I'm going to have a clue where to put them. We'll work it out, I know, but it was annoying when Joyce's dog used to dive behind there when she was scared. And she used to shiver. And it was all things like the guns, you know, would set her off. We have these guns across the water, kind of at Foulness, Shoeburyness, one or two. And it's a place that tests weaponry and explode wartime ordnance when it's washed up. And yesterday, I don't know what they were testing, but it felt like the most powerful bunker busters imaginable, and they just went off and off and off, and then they'd have a small break and then they'd be back. And they must have been making up for all those months where they haven't been able to do it all in one day. And so I think that's what spooked the cat. She spent most of her day behind the TV, but I wish she wouldn't go behind there. Wish it wasn't accessible to her. But she's, you know, she looks like a big fat cat, but it's all long hair, so she can slither through any gap, which is a bit annoying. But at least she doesn't pull and get all kind of agitated and stomp about like Womble used to. That was a stupid name for a dog, I know. But what can you do? She had this dog as a rescue and didn't name it herself. I found it hard to call it that for a long time. Used to call it a lot of other names, but never that. And they got used to it in the end. But I did think about renaming her, but she was used to it. Anyway, I digress. She was a shiverer. She was scared of her own shadow. Still is to a certain extent. She doesn't live here now. But she's a bundle of nerves at the best of time. And the guns did nothing for that. And neither did firework night. Anything really. Any noise. If Gary dropped something in the kitchen, she'd run behind the TV and start shivering. If she got excited, she'd do it, you know. She's still the same. Very highly strung dog. But Fluffy's just a scaredy cat. But you know, the other day, I have a feeling I saw her eat a spider, because, you know, she's old, she doesn't play much, but I saw her stalk, pounce and eat something. So I thought, you got a spider, didn't you? That's my girl. That's my girl. So yeah. And there was a web, a little bit of web around the window. So I think she did. So which means my little spider gizmos don't really work that well. I don't know if it's the fact that they don't work, or if these ones were just ones that were in the house anyway, so they've really got nowhere to go but squash or ate by the cat. Didn't get the ones that were in here though, did she? I still think they came out of my yarn bag. Oh yeah, probably not. I had these 2 monster spiders in here, which freaked me out because I keep the windows shut, doors shut, and this is spider-free zone, you know. I've got these gizmos that you plug in, supposed to prevent spiders. I spray with peppermint and white vinegar spray. It's not just, that sounds disgusting, but I've got a recipe for that on Crochet Rocks channel. My spider repellent. I spray all the door frames and everything else with it. And so I do all these precautions, and there was these 2 monster spiders. But I'd just done a yarn unboxing or unbagging from a company, so I reckon they were in there. And they were in that box. I think it was a box actually. Anyway, I'm going to go upload this video and get it done. And if I can, I'll pop on for a live stream over on Crochet Rocks. So if you haven't subscribed to that already, please do, and hit the notification bell, and hopefully you'll be told when I'm live. And if you want to join me, you're welcome. Not everybody that comes on and joins us is crocheter, so you're more than welcome. It's just to laugh, and usually laughing. So thanks so much for watching, and I was going to weigh myself today, just a little aside, but I didn't, because that was too late. I'd already drank something. So I like to keep this. When I do my weigh-ins, just before I go, I always do the same thing. I get up, I go to the loo, and if I haven't, how can I put this delicately, had a poop, then it's not very delicate. I don't weigh myself. I weigh myself after. So I didn't go this morning. So I thought, oh well, if I do before I drink tea, then I weigh myself, because I always do the same thing. Get up, go to the loo, get weighed. That way, no clothes on. That way, every time I weigh myself, the parameters are the same. It's not a different time of day. I've not had loads to eat. I've not drank loads. You know, it's exactly the same parameters of my weigh-in every single time. And I got that when I did Weight Watchers, because I used to, it was a morning meeting. I used to do this years ago, like 9, something like that. And I used to get up, have no breakfast, go straight over, get weighed, and then while I was doing the meeting, I used to eat bars, because they used to sell them. They were nice. So I used to eat like maybe a packet of obviously very low fat crisps and bars, and that would be my breakfast that day for weigh-in. Any other day would be overnight oats or something like that, but or oats so simple back then. But yeah, that day was, I would sit there in the meeting eating that, because I hadn't eaten anything by that time. I was starving. So that kind of made me, and I had the same, tried to keep to the same kind of clothing. So very lightweight bottoms and a t-shirt, parameters always the same. So I thought I could do that even better at home, because I can have my scales in the bathroom, and I make sure I put them in exactly the same spot on the floor as well. And it's just where two floorboards meet, so that it's half and half on the floorboards. It's flat, don't get me wrong, but I always keep it in exactly the same space. That way everything is identical, nothing changes. So it should be the truest reading that I'm going to get with that set of scales, because all scales are different, which is very annoying. If you weigh yourself at your friend's house, if you're allowed out, that is, if you're allowed to mix with friends, but you know what I mean. Other scales, different weight, very annoying. Anyway, thank you. And I know my friend Jane always says, as soon as I say goodbye, I think of something else. So I'll try not to do it this time. Bye for now. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe.